The Italian government has locked down almost a quarter of the country's population, living across 5 regions in the north, in the most drastic measure taken by a European nation to prevent the spread of the new coronavirus. The lockdown, which will limit the movement of more than 16 million people, will remain in place until April 3. A decree by Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte's office said the extraordinary steps will affect people living in the Lombardy region and 14 neighbouring provinces, including the financial hub of Milan and the tourist hotspot of Venice. For Lombardy and for the other northern provinces that I have listed, there will be a ban for everybody to move in and out of these territories and also within the same territory, Conte told a press conference in the hours of Sunday after marathon discussions with officials. Exceptions will be allowed only for proven professional needs, exceptional cases and health issues, he said. Meanwhile, people who are currently outside the areas under lockdown will be allowed to return home. The moves were announced as Italy was hit by its biggest daily increase in coronavirus cases since the start of the outbreak in the country's north on February 21. In its daily update, Italy's Civil Protection Agency said on Saturday that the number of infected people had risen by 1,247, bringing the total to 5,883, while the death toll jumped to 233 following the deaths of another 36 people. Worldwide, the virus that was first detected in China late last year has spread to more than 90 countries and infected over 100,000 people, causing more than 3,500 deaths, according to the World Health Organization. Italy's move echoes measures introduced by China, where about 500 million people were affected by policies limiting movement. The Chinese government's measures seem to be working as the country has recently been reporting a declining number of infections daily, including fewer cases compared to other countries, including Italy. Speaking to reporters, Conte stressed that the quarantine was not an absolute ban but rather reduced mobility, adding, however, that authorities would be allowed to stop and question citizens about their movements. According to the decree, gyms, swimming pools, spas and beauty centers will remain closed, as will museums, cinemas and clubs. Events in public or private spaces have also been banned, while religious ceremonies, including weddings and funerals, have been suspended. Bars and restaurants are allowed to stay open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. as long as they can guarantee that clients will remain at least 1 meter (3.28 feet) apart. Penalties for violators range from a fine of up to €206 ($232.50) to 3 months in jail. Italy has already introduced a series of preventive measures across the country, including the closure of all schools and universities and a ban on spectators attending sports events held indoors. "We will make it," Conte said, invoking Italians' responsibility to stop the spread of the virus by urging young people to stay home to preserve their grandparents' health. The elderly are considered the most at risk of dying from the virus, along with people who have existing health conditions.